Okay, we're getting into the first week of July. It's gonna be a super exciting week, and happy 4th of July. The big 1,000 glass tank build has been going super well. We're gonna do some more detailed work on it today. And last week, Buddy had put up all of the Keystone rock along both ends of the aquarium, cut out the holes for the MP60s in the stone in advance of when the stone was put up. So that came together super well. It's a very involved process, takes a lot of time to do that, to cut the stone on the tile saw and then to cut the holes out. But that came together super well. You get to see how clean the stone is on the back. It's siliconed down really well, cut in for the 45s, and you can see where the MP60s will gyrate between both ends of the aquarium on either side. It's hours and hours and hours to build an aquarium like this, of this size. I spent, again, some significant time yesterday just detail cleaning the glass, you know, pulling all the little extra silicone pieces off, cleaning the floor, cleaning the windows, cleaning the edges, and cleaning it again and again, because you want to deliver it clean and have it really put together. So this build has come along super well. You know, I've got my 45s inside, and then a lot of times when I get into these bigger ones, I'll go ahead and make a measurement here. Let's see what that is. It's about 30, I think it was 38 and a half. Yeah, it was 38, under 38 and a half. So I'm gonna cut them at like 38 and a quarter. And I'm gonna put these external 1.5 inch strips here to also block this seam from here until eternity. And that should just go really nicely forever. So 38 and a quarter, we'll go a little shy of that. And I literally will cut all 4 of these now and score them. You can hear it, the sound of the cutter going across it. You know, all of these are pretty simple. Just cut them and break them, cut them and break them. Got my safety glasses on, of course, pretty easy to do. And then all of these strips, we'll sand these up so that they're prepped and ready. And again, these are all pre-sanded mostly, but these, you double check them one more time. These should all be about 38 and a quarter, which they are. And then you want to hit the sandpaper on them just a little to clean them up. So there's a lot of little details when we're building big aquariums like this. The devil's in the details, right? It's all the small items that really make a difference in the big picture. And what I'll normally do is put a bead up the edge, kind of going fast on that. And we'll get a second little bit of a bead here. And then you simply take this strip, which is basically a lap joint, and you go over it, you squeeze out the silicone like this. Again, we'll let this one dry for a few days before we trim the silicone. And you're just putting an extra joint over the seam, and then nothing gets in it from the outside and nothing gets in it from the inside. Right, I'll check my finger here to make sure it's flush with the front, which it is, and make sure it's flush with the front here on top, which it is. Maybe fill in this gap just a little bit. There's no need anything other than that. But yeah, that's it. Pretty easy. And then now you have this 45 on the inside, you have the strip on the outside, the bond of the silicone itself, and that is really what I would call an ironclad seam, because again, the goal is never to have any issue with any aquarium that we build. Super important that it's done once and it's done right. Makes it really easy. Nothing complicated, it's just silicone and glass. Look at that seam and you say, wow, why are you doing that? Well, I can tell you one thing. I've never seen one of these ever come apart, ever. And I'm talking doing this for these external strips. Oh my gosh, maybe 40 years in building glass aquariums. Some of the bigger ones through the years, you just put this little lap joint on there and it really gives you a lot of peace of mind. How is water coming out of that seam? And the answer is, it's not. It's gonna be like that for the next 20 years easily. after a week or so, we'll trim that out. This one, again, was super clean too. One more to go. Basic stuff, but super important that you follow through with all of the elements of doing the project. Yeah, small details make a big difference. So now we literally have all of the glasswork done, other than trimming these edges out of the silicone once that dries. Buddy made these lids, which is super nice, right? This makes it really easy. So we have the spillway here. One of these will be a solid siphon coming up and over, and the other one will be the drain that's ahead of that solid siphon for the other drainage. So we'll have two solid siphons on this aquarium operating at one time. And we can look what Buddy did here. So we made this fish guards, right? They're just press fit on the inside because water's always pushing out, and they come out like this. So normally what we're gonna do nowadays is make a couple sets, right? So there's a couple sets on the job site for cleaning. So you're gonna get coralline algae, you'll get some detritus built up on here and dirt. So you just swap them out every month, every other month when they're dirty. You clean those up and you put the new ones in, and they just fit right inside the Keystone, inside the area, and they're pressure fit, right? So they really lock in super nice. And if you look from the other side, you'll see crabs and snails and fish and things like that aren't coming out from the other side to here, and your water levels are operating inside, you know, at this level, which is about 2.5 inches down. So your water level in the aquarium is running about here at all times. The lids make it super nice to pre-make all that stuff in shops. You don't have to do it on site, but it's really coming together well. Tank is really clear. What I'll do next is, once I trim these edges off next week, I'll actually cover the aquarium and protect it, because once it's clean, just in the warehouse environment, you're gonna get some atmospheric dust and dirt going by. You don't wanna clean it again and again and again. So kind of that's how it is. Might be how we do it, doesn't necessarily mean how you're gonna do it, but it is a beautiful kick-ass 1,000-gallon Reef Aquaria that's gonna be going to the west coast of the state, and it's looking super great. So remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the delivery.